What's going on, guys? Today I'd like to talk about my Frieza wish list. As of the time of this video, there is a fighters patch on the way, but we have no idea what will be in that patch. And I thought it would be fun to go over what kind of things I would like to see changed about Frieza. Frieza is one of my favorite characters in this game and my favorite character in Dragon Ball as a whole. I really like playing Frieza, but sadly I have not been playing him recently due to how tough it is to play him in the current meta of the game. But with a few changes, I feel like he could be much more competitive. Number one, this has been suggested by most people and it's not really a new idea, but the chip damage. Frieza does very little chip damage for a character that's considered to be a zoner. While he does have the discs that do pretty decent chip if you get all 4 hits to connect, it does have pretty good chip. However, most of his other moves do not. For example, You May Die This Time does almost none, and that's his premier beam attack. Death Wave is much of the same. It does slightly decent chip for how fast it is, but it would be nice to see at least a little bit more on both of these. I feel like with the way he's set up, chip damage would help him a lot in the long run. And just to show an example of some other characters, here's base Vegeta. The next aspect I'd like to see improved is his 5-8, aka the rocks. This is one of Frieza's best moves, but it also has a lot of problems. Back in season 1, this move was actually much stronger, but in season 2 they saw fit to nerf it. One of the major changes they made is they created a gap between the moment when he raises the rocks and throws them. Buttons can squeeze through his 5H now, super dashes can squeeze through the 5H now, and then just random lariats. If they were to at least revert the hit properties of this move back to the way they were, I feel Frieza's zoning would be incredibly strong, because this move does have projectile properties, so it beats Super Dash and Anti-Ki Blast move, as well as it does count as a physical move from up close, so it can even beat anti-projectile moves themselves. It's an H starter on close hit, leading to some great combos, and even on normal hit, it's incredibly easy to pick up off of. So with this change, Frieza would have an incredibly reliable button to use at a distance without having to worry about randomly being knocked out of it. Next up is Frieza's 236S. I would like to see the block stun increase on this move just a little bit. As you can see, when the opponent blocks it, they recover almost instantly. So if this move were to have a little bit more chip and a little bit more block stun, I feel like it would be an amazing zoning tool, because it would actually give Frieza a chance to set up if the opponent blocks it. Because this move does have beam property, so it destroys Ki Blast and will collide with beams. So if it had just a little bit more block stun, it would give him a lot more room to work with and allow him to set up his other zoning tools. The last aspect of Frieza I'd like to cover is what most people would agree is his weakest aspect, his assists. Now, starting with his A assist, the easiest way to fix it is quite obvious. Please make it track. The fact that this assist only hits a certain area of the screen is basically laughable. Something as simple as 6M call assist is not possible outside of the corner. And most characters flat out cannot block string into it unless they have specific moves that push the opponent away, and even then it is hard to get any sort of pressure going from this assist. And there's already plenty of examples of non-C assists that track, but I think the best one is Nappa. He has almost the same assist as Frieza, except his actually tracks. You'll see if I'm this far from 21, it's going to hit her, and then if I'm right up on top of her, it still hits her. So make Frieza's exactly like Nappa's. There's no reason to have an assist that has to be perfectly targeted on the opponent in order to work. Next up is his B assist. This one is just also laughable in my opinion. As you can see, it is a measly plus 11. Plus 11, for those that don't know, is incredibly low. So low that if you were to do 6M call assist, you are negative. You would have to space it out so much just to get any sort of plus frames. That goes for buttons as well. As you saw, I did 5M call assist. I am now -1. An assist like this is just so one note. It really only does one. It creates gaps where buttons can come out and you can potentially get a counter hit. But I would just, and I believe most people feel the same way, I would much rather just have block stun to work with rather than purposefully creating gaps on my own. And this assist would be so much better with some decent block stun because it covers a great angle, it moves at a great speed, and it has beam properties. So if it just had a little bit of block stun, it would be an amazing assist. And yes, increasing the block stun would mean getting rid of the tick throw setup, but in my opinion, the tick throw setup is not even worth it. I mean, tick throws got nerfed a long time ago. They do literally no damage. It would be such a better overall assist. It would work at neutral, it would work in Oki, it would work up close, it would work in block strings. If it just had more block stun, it would be a much, much better assist. Please make this change. And with that, we have covered my wish list for Frieza's changes in the upcoming patch. Arxis is pretty unpredictable with the way they balance characters, so there's no telling what Frieza will end up with. But most of what I've requested here is highly requested in general, and most importantly, many things are things that Frieza has either had in the past, or they are aspects that other characters already have. So it shouldn't be that far-fetched for Frieza to have most of the things listed here. And one last thing I really wanted to say is, I hope that his buffs are focused on his base form. Please, no more Golden Frieza buffs. It seems in every patch, Golden Frieza seems to be their focus, and I'm hoping that this next patch, their main focus will be base Frieza. What fans of the character really want are buffs to his zoning. We would like to see Frieza's zoning be effective and somewhat strong in the current meta of the game, and hopefully Arxis takes notice of that and they make it happen. But either way, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for listening. Be sure to let me know what kind of changes you'd like to see for Frieza down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.